Yo, what's happening, guys? It's been a minute. I've been busting my ass trying to get home. It ain't been working too well, man. Every time I get the opportunity to go home, I come out in the fucking hole. So I don't like to go home too much. But everything's going alright. I'm sitting here somewhere, I think it's called Kingsman, Arizona. Kingsman, Arizona, or something like that. And, shit. Had it rough lately, man. I just, got popped by the DOT the other day. I might not be driving truck much longer. I, got 3 citations in 1 stop. Being in the left lane too long. Being on my cell phone, even though it was through the Bluetooth radio, he wasn't listening. He was a DOT officer. He's real. He wasn't an asshole, but I mean, that's an understatement. He was an asshole, you know. Let's call it what it is. And I also got a ticket for obstruction of traffic, I think is what it is. So that's between 6 and 9 points. Now you get out here and they tell you you're allowed 8 points. If you're allowed 8 points, man, your boy's done. At least for 30 days. But I'll be back out here if something happens. And if it does happen and I get the boot, I'll definitely be on here letting y'all know. Now, if you ever get pulled over by the DOT and they want you to sign something and they ask you if you want to sign a waiver or you want to pay the waiver, don't pay the fucking waiver. It says here on my tickets that I fully acknowledge my guilt. I didn't know that, man. I've never had an issue with the DOT. I've been pulled over by the police before. I've been taken to jail before, but I've never had that issue back home where you have so many days to pay a waiver if you want. If not, you go to court. He's like, you want to pay a waiver? I'm like, fuck it. I'm not going to come. This all happened in New Mexico. It happened about 4 days ago. It's like, I'm not coming back here to go to court. Y'all are crazy, you know? And, yeah. I acknowledge my own guilt on that. Tried calling them about it, and they said they couldn't change it. Even though the magistrate couldn't see it in the computer, they said it's already in the computer, it's already done. And I was like, really? So that's at least 6 points right there, man. Well, at least 4, I'm thinking. At least 2 apiece. Yeah, I don't know how much the one is for using my phone, but I mean, I was on my Bluetooth radio. And I'm fighting that one. That one I gotta go to court for, so we'll see. I'm not too happy with this trucking industry as of late. I've been, you know, I got a sick, well, he's not sick. My grandfather isn't doing too good. He's 98 freaking years old, man. 98 freaking years old. Can you imagine living that long? 98 years? I mean, the man's been through World War II. Been through fucking Korea. Owned a couple businesses, you know, and went to shit. And then a couple of them that were successful. And he worked for a telephone company for a long time. And, man, 98 years old. Can you imagine to live that long? Now he ain't doing too good, so if he happens to pass away, then I gotta figure out a way to get home. I'm on my way out there to California, going to San Jose, I think. I got 3 stops on this load. It's I'm a long way from home for something bad to be happening, you know. It's gonna take me at least 3 days to get there. 3 or 4 days. I live all the way in Ohio. It's about 2,200 miles. 2,300 miles, something like that, from Ohio to California. So, yeah, that's what your boy's been dealing with lately. It's been rough out here, man. Came out in the hole. I'm just now getting out of it. I was like $1,200 in the hole. It took me 3 weeks to get out of it, and I don't even understand how. I've been getting little ass paychecks here and there, and they said that I wasn't scanning my loads right, that I should wait and scan them all together. I'm like, fuck that, man. I want my money, you know? But it's been fucking me, I guess. It's been really screwing me. So, yeah. Rookie life of a trucker. Anything I tell you guys, I ain't gonna tell you guys no bullshit. I ain't gonna fill you guys with, oh, it's all sunshine and rainbows and purple unicorns riding a unicycle. It ain't none of that out here. You know, I used to watch, well, I still watch a few people on YouTube, but I used to watch Trucker Brown. I don't watch him too much anymore. Me and him don't see eye to eye on some of the things he has said, and yeah, that's the reason why I don't watch him anymore. But he was a great influence on me coming out here. He wasn't the only influence. I had King D-Raj that I watched, SoCal the Trucker, the Red Viking, Guilty 718. I even started watching the Grown Folks channel. I've been, ever since I think I was like his 12th subscriber. I'm kind of new to this YouTube thing. I don't really know what to talk about when I get on here. I get camera shy, you know. But I figured I would go live because my phone don't have any memory. I haven't been home yet to fucking put a memory chip in. I got like 7 of them, right? I got 7 of those 2 or 3 gigabyte memory chips, and I ain't been home yet to put them in. So I'm not about to go out here and buy another one. That's for damn sure. Them things are like $20 a piece. I'm good on that. I'll wait till I get home. When you're out here, spend as little as you can. That way when you get home, you have all kinds of money. When I go home, I got me a little thing that I save all my change in. Last time I went home, I had like 16... I had like $38 or something like that in change. And then I had put like $100 aside for me out of my bank account that I just, you know, didn't touch. Just so I can go home and have a good time on. It wasn't a bad idea. Whenever I get home, I like to have a little bit of money. That way I'm not dipping into my, main income, you know, for like my rent and shit like that. I got a home that I gotta maintain. I got a truck payment. What else do I got? Oh yeah, I got bills. We don't have fucking bills, man. Bills suck. They say the United States of America is the land of the free. Well, it's only the land of the free if you can afford it. Think about that. I am going to make a video about our gun rights being taken away. And a lot of you ain't going to like it. Mainly because I'm pretty damn strong on my gun rights, on how I feel. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? I'm not sorry. I'm not going to be sorry for it now. Let's just get out. No, I'm not gonna be sorry for it. No. But yeah, I'm gonna make a video of that here soon. Hopefully I'll be home here soon so I can give you guys a outlook of, you know, what I like to do on my free time. It's gonna be nice in Ohio. I'll probably be doing some fishing. I don't think I'll be doing any 4-wheel riding. I might go out there to my brother's farm, hang out with him, hang out with the chickens. He's got these baby goats, man. His goats just had babies. And these things are so freaking entertaining to watch. They like bounce around like goats. But they're entertaining as hell, man. I never knew a goat could be so fucking entertaining. I could sit there and watch them for hours. And what else? Might hang out with my brother for a little while. My brother Mark. Maybe you know what? If Mark ever sees it, maybe I'll do an interview with my brother Mark. My brother Mark was a United States Marine, 2nd Battalion, 6th Marines. He was an infantryman. He served 8 years in the Corps. And maybe I can get him to do an interview with me and ask him his toughest, what would be a good way to put this? His toughest, what is that where you, shit, I can't think of it. Anyway, I'll think about something. I'll think of a bunch of questions of like his conversion over to civilianhood. That's it, conversion. Because, you know, military life and civilian life is completely different, man. And he had some struggles converting into civilian life. It's not, you wouldn't think it would be a big deal, but for a man who's been to war, and not once, not twice, but 3 or 4 times, you know, he fought in the streets of Fallujah. He fought in the mountains of Afghanistan. You know, he's been to war with these people, and maybe I can get him to get on here and do an interview with me. I'd like to bring you guys some new material other than trucking, because, you know, after hearing all these people on trucking, it kind of gets boring, man. I'm not gonna lie. You got a lot of entertaining motherfuckers out here, but after you talk to everybody, it sounds like the same over and over again, man. So maybe I can bring something new to y'all, and maybe we might both learn something at the same time. Maybe not. Maybe I just won't learn and y'all will, because I'm a knucklehead when it comes to certain things. Right now I am Kingsman, Arizona. It's pretty quiet here tonight. I'm in a Flying J parking lot, and that's another thing. Let's talk about parking lots of truck stops. Truckers, why are you so motherfucking nasty? Huh? Like, there's a trash can at every fuel island, and there's a dumpster damn near 2 of them on every premises. Why can't you throw your shit away instead of throwing it out on the ground? Every fuel stop I go to, there's shit on the ground. You littering motherfuckers. I'm just saying. Ain't no need for that. You know? Pick up after yourselves, you nasty sons of bitches. I'm just saying. Pick up after yourselves. It's disgusting, man. No wonder people don't want us on their property like Walmart. I'd like to go to a Walmart. I'd like to go in there and get me some things. But I can't do it because they don't want me parking on their premises. And then for a long time, I didn't understand why. Why don't they like truckers, man? Truckers bring all kinds of shit everywhere, you know? Bring your TVs, your clothes, your food, yada, yada, yada. And then I take a look at around these truck stops, and I'm like, oh. Yeah, that's why. Like, I stopped at, I think it was a Love's in Gary, Indiana. Okay. Now, I would have picked this up, but, the contents of the bag, you probably would need a fucking tetanus shot for it. I'm just saying, okay? A tetanus shot, like 7 of them in your stomach, you know? So I didn't pick it up. But it was right next to a fucking trash can. Like, was that trash can so full that you can put it in it? That you can walk to the fuel island and put it in there? Truck drivers is some lazy motherfuckers, man. And I see a lot of truck drivers out here that are, you know, overweight. And I'll walk around my truck like 5 times before I get in it. And I get in here, I go to start it up, I hear this, look at this stupid ass Stevens guy walking around his truck. Yeah, because I don't want to be fucking fat, okay? While you're sitting there talking shit, flapping that fat mouth of yours, you know, I'm over here burning carbs, you know, trying to, I don't eat all that great, okay? So I'm trying to prevent that fucking big ass belly as much as I can. Like, I always park way in the end. Tonight is an exception, but I always park way, way, way in the back, or as far away from the trucks, from the truck, what would you call it, the travel center, as possible, because that's exercise, you know. A lot of people don't like to hear walking. That's exercise. But I'll walk to the I'll walk to the travel center, and then I'll sprint as hard as I can back to my truck. That's how I get my exercise. And then I'll walk around my truck about 5 or 6 times. And I do it in the morning. 5 or 6 times I do it. And it helps you, man. Don't be afraid to do that. It'll what's the worst that's gonna happen? You're gonna lose some fucking weight. I'm just saying. Do some push-ups, some sit-ups, something, man. Take care of yourselves. I tell you what, I mean, I figured I'd be dead already by the recklessness of my life, and I'm still kicking.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, man. These motherfuckers, I'm like, seriously, this is how you gonna do this?
Yeah. CB Talk, we about to get into that too. But yeah, like I'm saying, you know, do something for yourself that's going to give you, you know, an extra day on your life. What's the most that's going to happen to you? You know, what's the worst? You might have a heart attack sooner? You might, because you're breaking up all that plaque that's in your bloodstream. You know? If you don't do it for yourself, do it for your family, man. You got kids, I'm sure, that want to see you live. Maybe you want to see your grandkids, you know? If you can't do it for yourself, do it for somebody else that loves you, for goodness sake. But these CB talks, let's get into that, man. These CB talks, man, these people are so fucking rude out here, man. I'll be at the fuel island, pumping fuel. I'll get in my truck after I'm done, and then all of a sudden I hear, Stevens, can you take any fucking longer? Yada yada yada. I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? You know, so I'll pull up and I'll get out of my truck, and then they ain't got nothing to say. Okay, now I'm not a big guy. I stand about 5'5". I weigh about 120. Okay. And I'll get out the truck and I'll look right at them like, you got something to say? And then they just go about their business like they never said nothing. Like, you really think that radio is gonna save your ass? Like, I had a guy threaten to slap me the other day because I supposedly took too long at the fuel island. So I pulled up to the line, I got out of my truck, and I made sure that all my caps were on and stuff and I go as fast as I can at the fuel sign. Because I know what it's like to wait. I don't like to wait. You know, I want to get in, get out. Go in, get my fuel slip, grab me a couple of Gatorades, and I'm out. Speaking of Gatorade, this video is sponsored by Gatorade. This is the Glacier Cherry. But anyway, you know, I'll get me a couple of Gatorades and I'm out. Maybe grab me a couple Roller Tornadoes and I'm out. Not a big deal. I don't try to hold up traffic at all. I had a guy fall asleep behind me, and I go and tap on his door after I walk to the fuel line, after I pull off of the fuel line. This is in California. I wake him up and he's like, well, you was taking so fucking long I fell asleep. Dude, I put 50 gallons in. 50 fucking gallons. You know how long it takes to fuel 50 gallons? 10 minutes. Tops. Like just a minute ago, I filled 125 gallons. Took me 15 minutes. And I did my reefer and I did my def. 25 minutes. And I was like, you know, I thought that took a little long, you know. I was like, and I busted my ass, but I was on E, you know. I cleaned my windshield, got def, cleaned my, put fuel in my tank, put fuel in my reefer, and I was still waiting for the guy in front of me to pull off so I could pull up so I can go in and get my receipt. Whenever I go to a fuel island, I stay right in this seat, in the driver's seat. I don't move. Like, unless I really gotta pee or something like that. That's the only time I'm getting out. And I'll go pee real quick and I'm right back out. I don't want to hold up the line for nobody, because I know what it's like for people to sit there and park their truck in the fuel island and then go get something to eat. I had a guy go take a freaking shower on me one time, and he left his truck in the fuel island. And we're all on these ELDs, man. They act like their clock's any slower than mine, or running any faster than mine is, you know. I don't know how many hours they have on their clock. It doesn't matter. To me, I'll get there when I fucking get there. If I gotta park for the night, I gotta park for the night. I'm still going to get 500-600 miles a day. I don't pull over for nothing. If you're constantly pulling over, that's on you, man. But when I pull over, it's for fuel or to get food. That's it. But back to these Radio Rambos, man. These guys are some real freaking jerks. They really are, man. I don't know what's up with these people. And they act like that radio is some kind of savior, like they can talk all that shit over the radio, but when they see you face to face, they don't want to say nothing to you. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Now, I'm the kind of guy, I don't talk shit to nobody. I've had my ass whooped. But I ain't scared of taking ass whooping. You know, I'm just not. I don't want no problems with nobody, but if it came down to it, I'm not gonna fucking run from you. Why the hell am I gonna do that? Because later on in the day, I'm gonna be like, man, I should have did this, or I should have did that. Fuck that. I'm not running from you. Why? So I can bump into you again and you try to punk me? It ain't gonna happen. And I'm not a tough guy. I'm no badass, no John Wayne. I'm not none of that, man. I like to think I'm a very nice guy. But these people are some real assholes, man. Now let's talk about some of these receivers. These receivers are freaking jerks also, man. Like, some of these people just must hate their life. Completely hate it. You go in there, you're like, hey, how are you today? What do you have? Miss, how are you doing today? What do you have? What do you got to deliver? What's your pickup number? So I just give it to them, man, and I don't say shit else after that. When they say have a good day or something like that, after they give me that kind of attitude, I'm You know, I was always taught to treat people with respect, but a lot of people ain't got no respect for nobody anymore. So you got to beat the shit out of them in order for them to respect you. It's like, does it really got to be that way? It don't. It don't. When people are like that to you, just fucking walk away from them. It ain't no thing. Only thing it's going to do is piss them off more because you didn't get a rise out of you. That's facts. Man. Another thing about trucking, man, you get dry skin like a sumbitch. I don't know, it's like no matter how much lotion I put on, I still get itchy. I don't know what it is. But I did work at a fiberglass factory before I came out here. Well, guys, that's my little rant for the night. I hope y'all have a great night if you're watching this, a great morning if you're watching this, a great evening if you're watching it. I hope you have a great fucking day. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to go to sleep. I'll catch you next time. And if you have any suggestions on what I can talk about, bring it up, man. If you're a rookie and you're thinking about coming into it and you want to join some, if you're thinking about, like, joining Stevens, joining, you know, US Express, Swift, CR England, what other trucks are out here? Shit. CRST, fucking, I think that's about the biggest ones that I see here. A lot of owner-operators out here tonight. JCT, let me know. And I'll do some research, and maybe I can give you some information on it that maybe you don't know. Or maybe you can give me some information on it, and maybe we can work together. I can find a better place to work. Or I might find a worse place to work. I like Stevens, though. They're a good company so far. They ain't really done me wrong. It's just, you know, I've been home twice since I started. And I knew I wasn't going to be home a whole lot. But it's like, damn, man. Every time I was late going home, and that pissed me off. But we'll get into that's another video. Y'all have a great night. I hope you guys get out here, get driving, make you some fucking money. Okay? And it ain't easy to get money out here. It really ain't. It's not a game neither. It's a business. So, and when you get out here, make sure you have something going on to where you have an idea of where you want to be in a certain amount of years. It's the best advice I can give you. It doesn't matter where you go. Just remember that. You want to be somewhere one day. And make that your goal and do whatever you got to do to accomplish it. I'm Rookie Checker Mikey D. It's been nice hanging out with you. Like I said, you got any questions or anything? Hit me up. If you don't like the video, thumbs it down. If you love it, give me that thumbs up. If you really fucking like it, hit that motherfucking subscribe button. And ding that bell one time, alright? I'll holler at y'all. Peace!